Hey guys, welcome back to Rossoneri TV. I am Gio and I'm here for a new video where I'll be recapping the international break that finally finished last night. And finally it's done, guys. I just couldn't wait until this international break was done. Really always deviates from the Serie A, and let's be honest, we just want to watch our Milan. But one thing is for sure, we could finally look forward to the Derby della Madonnina on Sunday as we will be facing Inter. But before we get into derby mode, let's take a look at how the Rossoneri performed with their national teams during this international break. Of course, let's start off with the Italian national team first, as Sciglio and Bertolacci were both called up by Conte to feature in the Euro qualifiers. Now, Italy won against Malta and Bulgaria. Both games finished 1-0, and while qualification is not yet secured, one thing's for sure, Italy is now one step away from it. Now, once again, not the best of performances from Italy, especially against Malta, where they were forced to play against a team that defended in numbers, and we just couldn't break down their defense. However, they did play a better match altogether against Bulgaria, despite the scoreline being so tight. Now, Bertolacci played 55 minutes against Malta before he came off due to an injury, in which I mentioned a few days ago on Rossoneri TV. And therefore, he will be missing the derby because of it. While Sciglio played the full match against Bulgaria. And I have to say, he was quite impressive and overall looked much better than he has in recent times. Now, Sciglio's problem right now is to find that consistency, that positive consistency altogether, to improve his game and convince Mihajlovic to earn a starting spot at Milan. Moving on with the Azzurri, Romagnoli and Jose Mauri were both called up by the Azzurrini, so the U21s, to feature in an Euro qualifier of their own against Slovenia. Now, it was their first match of these Euro qualifiers, so they wanted to get off to a good start, and they did, as they won 1-0. Romagnoli played the full match while Jose Mauri stayed on the bench. To end off with Italy, Davide Calabria featured for the Italian U20 team against Germany, where they lost 2-0, and he played for 60 minutes in that match. Finally, moving away from Italy, Kučka was called up for Slovakia in the Euro 2016 qualifiers. He played the full 90 minutes in a 0-0 draw against Ukraine, while he didn't feature in a match against Spain due to an apparent suspension. Onda played against Cambodia and Afghanistan for the Asian qualifiers. He played 83 minutes in Japan's 3-0 win against Cambodia, where he scored one goal, and he also played 90 minutes in Japan's 6-0 win against Afghanistan, where he scored one goal and added 2 assists. So some positive form for Onda to take away from this international break. Moving on into South America, Zapata and Carlos Bacca were both called up by Colombia. Zapata played 66 minutes, while Bacca played the full match against Peru, in which ended 1-1 in this friendly match. Carlos Bacca scored the goal for Colombia, and we can definitely hope that he will repeat himself on Sunday against Inter. And finally, to end it off, Rodrigo Eli appeared for the Brazilian Olympic team in the second half as they lost 2-1 to France. So that wraps up the international break. As I mentioned before, it's finally done, and we can look forward to many Serie A games now in the rest of September. And speaking of which, guys, make sure to subscribe to Rossoneri TV to stay updated with everything AC Milan. Many videos will be out during the weekend, especially with the match preview, the match review of Inter against Milan and the Derby della Madonnina, as well as some fan reactions and so forth. So guys, make sure to subscribe to Rossoneri TV to stay updated with everything AC Milan, and I'll catch you guys next time. This has been Gio signing off, and as always, Forza Milan. Some say his management style is a bit too harsh, as he gives continuous criticism, saying that what we saw in these performances in the Serie A so far could be very much compared to the ones of Milan last year.